Hey, Chrissy. Hey, I got my worms.
Awesome. I got you a book.
Nice.
Sweet.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, worms are shipped on Monday and Tuesdays, and let's see. Did you open it up?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I wanted to see what they look like before I brought them over.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, usually it comes with 2 pounds of red worms and 2 pounds of composting soil, so it's about 4 pounds. Open it up.
It comes with this little piece of paper. Didn't get around to reading it, but
Okay, that's vital information. Happy D Ranch sends you the most updated information. It's just really helpful to read. It's the thrive and crawl pages on the back. How worms thrive and why do red worms crawl. And then the invertebrates page is just a page of things that you can find in your worm bin. Most of them are not bad, and it's just kind of part of the composting process. So just a lot of great reference information.
so I should read this.
Yes,
I definitely read this.
definitely.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add your worms and your compost material.
Okay.
So you're going to peel back the shredded moist newspaper and you're going to dump those in.
And it looks like all the worms have kind of clumped together in the middle here.
Yeah, they tend to do that in shipment.
Okay.
But they're still good. And you know, as long as it smells healthy and it smells earthy, the worms are fine. But if you ever get it, if you ever happen to get worms and things aren't right, you need to contact the worm shipper right away, or it may cost you for another batch of worms.
Yeah, see, that's that clump.
Yep.
Oh, there's another clump.
Awesome. And what they'll do is they don't like the sunlight, so they are going to go bury themselves deep into the
And they'll come
compost.
over here and they'll find the food.
yeah.
All right.
It's important to point out that these are red worms. These are red worms, and you'll see that they're smaller. Unless you ordered European night crawlers from Happy D Ranch, your worms are guaranteed to be Eisenia fetida red worms. And that's an important distinction because there are worms you can find on the internet that they're red and they're worms, but they're not red worms. Those are called Perionyx excavatus, and they tend to migrate en masse in any kind of region that is other than tropical. So in the continental US, you're gonna find that you open up your bin one day and all your worms are gone. So you just need to make sure that these worms are...
And anything that Happy D Ranch sends you are going to be the right kind of worms for your region.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, they're all of them are going to be Eisenia fetida, unless you specify that you want European night crawlers. Usually people who want European night crawlers are fishermen.
Okay.
And
So they're
they just
bigger?
want bigger, plumper worms. So
All right.
those work just as well. Hey Dan, I want to point out, look at this. It looks like a baby worm. Look at it. Oh, he's trying to go in the... It's right here. It's like a little white worm.
Uh-huh.
Do you see it on there, on the invertebrates page?
What's...
It's a potworm. And they're just fine. They're fine for the composting process, but they're not baby worms. Although the worms that you'll get from Happy D Ranch, they'll be all different stages. There will be babies, there will be eggs, or cocoons, if you will. And anyway, sometimes people think that, oh, I can just grab some worms out of my garden. I have tons of worms. But generally speaking, those are earthworms, and earthworms aren't usually in the humus layer, so they're not real good for a composting system like this.
Okay.
So then you cover it up with the shredded moist newspaper, and you put the lid back on. And I'll show you what kind of food to feed your worms.
Okay.